Congratulations, Sir Ben. What an extraordinary performance.
Thank you.
You've played so many real-life characters, even from this time period. But what was it for you to get into the mindset of Adolf Eichmann?
My perspective to approach the character came from my friendship with Simon Wiesenthal when I portrayed him. My meetings with Mila and Poldek Pfefferberg and all the other Schindler survivors that were with us on the set in Poland on Schindler's List, thanks to the great Steven Spielberg. And meeting in Amsterdam Miep Gies, who sheltered the Frank family in the attic when I portrayed Otto Frank, and also meeting Anne's school friend, Jackie van Marzen. So, as I know I'm spelling out at length the privileges I've had to meet these extraordinary people, that they, in a sense, were my catapult into this role, because, of course, to whom else should I dedicate my performance but these extraordinary people, and those that are no longer with us, to tell us what they witnessed. And we have a dwindling number of voices from the Holocaust with us, and they remain in my head and my heart, those that I've met, particularly as Elie Wiesel. And therefore, I felt utterly compelled to tell their story, far more than I wanted to enter his mindset. It was the urgency to tell their story and to point out to the audience, he really did this, and he was really proud of what he'd done.
It is my understanding that you had a picture of Elie Wiesel on you.
That's correct. Yes, it was always in somewhere about my person. It was a kind of shield, and also I promised Elie that I would dedicate my next film of this period to him. And although it's 1962, it is still rooted in Elie's suffering, because he was in Buchenwald and was liberated there at the age of 15, which is inconceivable. 15.
It is inconceivable. Why is it so important? We need young people to see this film. Can you speak to that?
I think personally, I feel that to forget the 6 million is to kill them all over again. And I do believe that, sadly, Europe did not grieve sufficiently, and neither were the roots and causes of that trauma fully investigated. Vis-a-vis Eichmann, found in Buenos Aires, thousands of miles away, having lived there for years. So that sort of historical amnesia is extremely depressing and dangerous. Yeah. And of course, both Elie Wiesel and Simon Wiesenthal acknowledged in my presence that it could happen again. And this is a great thriller. It's a wonderful film that is redemptive, but underneath it is that simple truth. I'm sorry, boys and girls, but wake up. This really did happen, and it happened, historically, yesterday.
Yeah. You've done an extraordinary job. I wish I could talk to you longer about this.
I wish we could.
The conflict for me was the humanization that you did for that, for making him human.
But I didn't make him human. Tragically, he was. Yeah. That's the terrible truth we have to accept. I did not humanize anything. The man, was a man amongst men. This is what we have to understand. These were so-called civilized people from a so-called civilized country in Europe. Yeah. They did not land from Mars. No. That's the terrible thing. They were Homo sapiens, men amongst men.
Yeah, you're fantastic. Always a pleasure to talk to you.
Lovely
Thank you so
to see
much.
you.